Welcome back, y'all. Well, I guess I'm going to do a little update. I haven't had a whole lot of things to film just because I'm waiting for parts to get made and trying to save up money for them and other things to prepare to test drive this thing. As you can see, I got the drive shaft, so that's one big item out of the way. And it came out great. I got a local shop to do it. They did an amazing job. Their turnaround time was extremely fast. I was honestly about to call them on my lunch break and see when they were going to start making it, and the guy was there delivering it. So it came out great. It fits perfect. The only problem is I'm a dumbass and I gave them the wrong measurement for the diff flange, but it's all good. I found one online for like 30 bucks. It's a Spicer, and that's going to be here tomorrow, so I'm just going to change that out and it'll be fine. But otherwise it fits. It has plenty of room, you know, just enough play to get it in, and it fits great. So now with this I can finish making the exhaust, which I have pipe and a big old fart can I'm gonna put on the back on the way. So other little things that I've done is I put wheel bearings and hubs in the rear, and I have rotors on the way. I got to do pads. I'll do front and back. I'm just going to leave the front rotors because they seem fine, just a bit rusty. And then I got a fuel gauge, which I found just a little $20 one on Amazon, and it works. Only thing is I had to wire it backwards because it was pegging on full and the thing's almost empty, so I just had to swap the sending unit wire with the ground. Works fine. This is the closest thing that I could find. For an NA Miata, 110 ohms is empty and 0 is full, and this is a 0 to 90 ohm gauge. So basically when it reads empty, you're just going to have a little bit of gas left in the tank, like maybe a gallon or so, so that's not a bad thing. It's kind of like having a reserve, but it's working good so far. And so I made a tune, or I basically copied a tune off of a Sloppy Mechanics video, and I mean I can tell a difference in the way it runs. It runs a little bit better, but I've got a few things to get sorted out. I had the wrong injectors selected, so I changed those, and I just started up a minute ago. I think it's running a little bit better. It's kind of hard to tell. The only thing is when I try to, you know, rev it up in the higher RPMs, it seems kind of like it's chug-a-lugging on the way up. I haven't got it past like 3,000 or 4,000. Kind of scared to as it sits right now. I don't know how much confidence I have in this little bass tune I made, but hopefully it's just in the tuning and I can get that worked out. I don't know if it doesn't sound bad, but it doesn't sound good. I'm not 100% sure. I need to check and make sure all the coil packs are firing right. Hopefully there's nothing wrong with the injectors. So I think everything is running okay as far as everything I have on the motor here. I don't know. It's something I have to look into. I guess we'll find out how it acts under load once I can actually get it on the ground and get it on the street. The axle shafts should hopefully be being made in the beginning of this week, so hopefully around Wednesday I'll have them and I can get them in, and hopefully I don't have to test fit. Hopefully they just fit the way they're supposed to. I'm kind of taking a shot in the dark on these, so Lord willing this won't be an expensive mistake and it's going to work out, but we'll have an update on that once we get to that point. And hopefully it works out. It should. I'm just kind of skeptical because I've never done this before, and of course I'm going to be worried about it when I'm throwing a bunch of money at something that I've never done before. But hey, I guess that's what I've been doing the whole time, and luckily everything's worked out so far for the most part. But oh yeah, and I put a little quick release on it. It's a little NRG, super cheap steering wheel. I'm not going to run that. That's just on there because that's all I have right now. I would just take my other steering wheel off, but it's a different quick release and it's not interchangeable. So for now that's what's on there, and I mean I might probably end up test driving it without the windshield in. I got to cut the windshield out of the other parts car sitting over there and put that in. Otherwise, hopefully once I get the drivetrain sorted, the exhaust made, then I can finally set this thing on the ground and hopefully continue the build from there. Oh, and also the thermostat housing is still weeping just a little bit, so I have to pull that off And I've got some water pump thermostat housing RTV. I'm just going to put that on there. I'm also going to boil some water and make sure that the thermostat is working properly. I'm pretty sure it is, but it can't hurt to check and make sure. So we'll determine if that's working properly, and then I'll probably just put a little sealant on there just to make sure it stops weeping, because it's not that bad. It's just a very, very little bit, and it's only after it comes up to temperature around 195-ish degrees, something like that. So that's where we're at in the build right now, just waiting for parts and waiting to save up more money, because I have definitely been going for broke with all of this, and I just want to get a little video out just to let you guys know where I'm at. And if everything goes as planned, the next video will be maybe of me test driving this. I hope so. Possibly. We'll have to see when all the parts come in, like the brake rotors and stuff like that, and all the rest of the stuff that I need to get this on the ground and moving and stopping. Hopefully it'll be sooner than later. If it's not the next video, then hopefully it'll be the video after that. But stay tuned, and if everything works out, the next video that you see will be of this thing on the ground and moving under its own power. Thanks for watching, y'all.